This video is based on a very simple premise. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, I am speaking to anyone who has been in the cryptocurrency space for less than 12 months, which is the majority of our audience, because I've been in crypto for about 5 years now. July 31st, 2022 will mark 5 years since I got into the Bitcoin space, and over that time, I've learned quite a bit about how to handle bull markets, bear markets, and what we are in right now that Smay so colorfully coined a turtle market. In this video, I am going to be detailing the number one piece of advice that I would give myself when I'd only been in cryptocurrency for 6 months and Bitcoin went into the 2018 bear market. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. But without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. As you well know by now, Bitcoin has been more or less trading sideways ever since about the 5th of January of this year, and we've been losing volatility. We can see that down on the 3-daily chart. If we bring up the Bollinger Bands, they've been constricting. Even on the weekly chart, you can see that they are starting to converge on themselves. That means that the interest in the space, as well as the volume and the volatility, are all declining. We see that in YouTube viewership statistics. Our viewership is down. Every single channel on YouTube has lower viewership right now, as well as Google Trends. You can see over the last 12 months, the keywords Bitcoin and crypto over on Google have lost a substantial amount of their search interest. In fact, we can see the key search term crypto is sitting at 14 right now compared to 44 in late October. That means nearly 2/3 of search activity for the word crypto has completely evaporated in the last 4 months. But is this something that we should be scared of, or should we look at this instead as a golden opportunity to invest in ourselves so that we're able to reap the rewards and harvest the spoils the next time Bitcoin goes into a rally? Well, let me tell you a story about when I got into the cryptocurrency space. We're going to go all the way back to July 31st of 2017. I got into Bitcoin in arguably one of the best times that you could. I got into cryptocurrency on July 31st, 2017, while Bitcoin was in some sideways movement right before a major rally. This vertical line represents when I got into crypto. If you zoom out, I will give you a little bit of perspective about where that is in the history of the market. If we look at this time, Bitcoin was trading sideways and had been for a month, but it was not in a bear market, and nobody was arguing that. It was in basically a massive bull flag that would eventually lead Bitcoin to $5,000, and just a few months later, all the way to $20,000. During that time, I witnessed Bitcoin rally from $2,800 to $20,000 in the span of just a short 137 days. I was in 12th grade in high school at the time. And, you know, I said it would seem that that was a wonderful time to get into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but I actually wish that I had have gotten in about 2 years earlier. Not so that I was able to get better price action, but so that I was able to grow more. And that's the point of this video. This is not financial advice, but make no mistake, it absolutely is advice, because I'm talking about mindset. I'm talking about one of the most foundational, most important concepts in cryptocurrency, and that is you. You are actually far more important than what you invest in, obviously, because your investments have no comparison to the value of your life. But what I mean is that as far as what you can invest in, the ROI is always going to be much higher when you invest not in Bitcoin, not in cryptocurrency, but instead you invest in yourself. What do I mean by that? How am I going to tie all of this together into cryptocurrency so that you can become more successful? Well, let's back up for a second. Let's think about a river. I use this analogy all the time talking about fundamentals and price action, but we can use the exact same analogy to explain how you impact your portfolio's performance. Think about it like this. Does your portfolio's performance make you a better trader? Or when you become a better trader, does that impact your portfolio's performance? Think about it for a second. Does your portfolio do exponentially better on its own? Or does your portfolio do exponentially better when you improve? You see, the input that leads to a growing portfolio is not only Bitcoin. It's actually you, because you are the person that chose to invest in Bitcoin. If not for you choosing to invest in Bitcoin, you wouldn't have a portfolio. So it actually goes back to you. What this means is that we have to have a teachable spirit. What this means is that we have to grow. What this means is that we have to invest in ourselves. That's not only in our identity, that's not only in our education and our knowledge, that's also in our experience. That's also in our wisdom. That's also in our friend groups. That's also in our disciplines. That's also in our habits. That's also in our mindset. So how does this all tie back to when I got into cryptocurrency? Well, when I got into cryptocurrency, it was very easy to make money in the space. It was ridiculously easy just to buy Bitcoin and then watch it go up 40% over the next 30 to 40 days without doing anything. And it became very easy for me at the time to think, oh, wow, I'm such an amazing investor. Look at me, I turned $5 into $8. That's like a 40% return. Pat yourself on the back and think that you're an expert trader. It doesn't leave a lot of room for humility, because it's so very easy to be prideful when you're winning and you don't even know why. If you take away one thing from this video, that might be what you should take away. The reason I would have preferred to get into cryptocurrency in a sideways market like here in 2018, or indeed a sideways market like we saw back in 2014 and 15 down here at the bottom, was not so that I could get a better entry price. It was not so that I could enter at $280 instead of $2,800. It was so that I would be humbled early on. Because humility is the gate and key to growth. And if you want to become a powerful, successful, profitable trader, you have to grow. Humility leads to a teachable spirit. A teachable spirit leads to understanding and growth and knowledge and wisdom and advice and a proper social circle around you to help you grow. A teachable spirit and humility is the foundation of what it means to become a powerful and profitable trader. So whenever you get into cryptocurrency, when it's on the up and up, and you can just put $100,000 in and turn it into $1 million and not even try, you are led to falsely believe that you did that. No, you didn't do that. You got lucky. I've been in crypto for 5 years. I've watched myself get lucky on a trade, and I've watched myself make a trade based on analysis, based on on-chain fundamental and technical analysis. I've watched myself make a trade for the right reasons and actually put the work into it and do it correctly and make money because I did it right way rather than just buying it and getting lucky. I've seen the difference. And if you've only been in cryptocurrency for a few months and you're thinking, oh man, this thing's going sideways, I have no chance, there's no opportunity, it's so difficult to make money, good. Good. Because if you've gotten into crypto, especially in the last 4 months, ever since November 10th, when we hit all-time high up here at 69,000, if you're making money right now, make no mistake, it's probably not because the market's doing well. It's probably because you are learning. So I want to encourage you, if you have been profiting over the last 4 months in any way, shape, or form, it's very likely, if we're talking about Bitcoin, it's very likely that you're doing that because of growth in yourself. It's not very likely that you, as I met a subscriber in Publix a while back, it's unlikely that instead of making money based on luck, you're probably making money and profiting based off of skills. So how does this all tie back to when I got into cryptocurrency? When I got into crypto in July 31st of 2017, we had this massive run. We saw this major run over the course of 138 days, 600%. And you know how much money I made there? You know the crazy, stupendous, insane amount of money I made there? Zero. I made almost no money during that rally. I made almost nothing. You know why? Because I didn't have any money to put in, and two, I didn't have the mindset and the skill sets to put that money in. If I had have gotten into the market earlier and paper traded and not actually been able to capitalize on lower prices during any of this time, but I used all of this time here from, let's just say, July 31st, 2015 until July 31st, 2017, 2 years of learning, of growing in the industry, I could have made hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point because I would have had the skill sets that would have led to me doing that. You cannot make $400,000 a year as a heart surgeon unless you go through 10 years of training. You cannot make $57 an hour as a carpenter unless you have years of experience learning how to make master crafted items. You have to have the skill sets and the mindsets. What is your takeaway here? What's my point? My point to you is that if you've been in crypto for the last 12 months and you're thinking, oh my gosh, oh man, I got into crypto after it had already run to $60,000. I missed out on this big rally from $9K all the way up to $65,000. Easy for you to say, Jeb. You've already done well for yourself in cryptocurrency. What about me? I've only been in crypto for a year and I haven't seen any returns. I'm impatient. I need to see this work out for the sake of my friends, family, and community. I've been there. I'm serious. I have. Back during 2018, this whole time I was running a YouTube channel trying to provide for myself and my family, my community, and Bitcoin was doing nothing and viewership was going down and the YouTube channel was doing nothing and Bitcoin was sideways for a year. We're talking a year here and I needed it. Believe me, I know what it's like to say, I need this to work. It's not a matter of I want this to work, it's that I need this to work. I'm not gonna go into all of it on camera, but I needed the YouTube channel to work. I needed my crypto portfolio to work. And it wasn't working. But it was some of the most valuable lessons I ever learned when I watched Bitcoin do nothing for a year. And I realized, wait a minute, there's still work that can be done here. Even if it doesn't directly impact the value of my portfolio today, it will have exponential impacts on the value of my portfolio in the future. I learned things like patience. I learned things like discipline. I learned things like consistency. I got valuable experiences that now I'm able to use to minister and teach to you. And I understand now the value of sideways markets. In fact, sideways markets might be the most valuable of the three major types of markets, up, down, and sideways, because they force you to not focus on the price, but to focus on what's more important, which is you and your education. So I challenge you right now, if you're scared of Bitcoin and you're thinking, oh man, I'm just gonna come back when everything's peachy and hunky-dory, do you really think that's a good idea based on what we've just said? Do you think it's a good idea to walk away in the time where you could be studying and improving and growing? And maybe it is. I'm not here to make that decision for you. But I do challenge you to take it seriously, because it's a decision that if you stay here and you continue to study, you're going to be glad you did come 5 or 10 years from now when you have a multi-million-dollar portfolio, because you put the time and the effort in. Anybody can become a millionaire in cryptocurrency. I have absolutely zero doubt in my mind about that. What I do have a doubt about is whether or not the vast majority of people are willing to put the work in and study and grow and have patience and realize it might not take 6 months. It might take 6 years, but you might just have to accept that, because there's no such thing as getting rich quick. There's such thing as getting lucky, but you're going to be better off if you get rich slowly and you do it correctly through an investment in yourself. Anyway, guys, that's just my tip for you today. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody that you might think it is helpful for. And by the way, guys, I just want to say again, I do not come at you here in a spirit of pride or in a spirit of like, hey, you should be doing better. Like, I understand that it's difficult, guys. Really, I do. I understand the hardship of trying to grow a crypto portfolio. I'm not saying that any of this is easy. I want you to know that I love you and I want you to succeed. But I do also know what it takes to succeed, and it is my job to tell you what that is as a commentator and as a teacher here on this platform. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on social media at CryptoJeb over on Instagram and Twitter, at CryptoJebOfficial on TikTok. We're growing fast on those platforms, and we'd love to keep you up to date on the latest in cryptocurrency on all of them. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Look at this guy.
He watched the entire video.
What a cool guy.
I think the next thing that he wants to do is hit the like button and then probably even subscribe to the channel.
And perhaps even comment down below what he thought.
That would be pretty cool.
Wow. What a cool guy.